He's going to be right here. He's going to sneak up. Now, right here, you just have to be patient and have good eyes. He's seeing the same thing that Ricky Waters does. And so he breaks on the hole as Waters does, makes the hit. Houston knocks the ball out, and it's a big play. And then Ricky Waters is not a happy guy, and he shouldn't be.
But Victor Green, showing what he could do, has made several outstanding plays thus far. Keyshawn Johnson in motion on 2nd down and 14, and penalty flags all over the place.
You know, Howie Long has his tough guy list. Victor Green is one of those guys that he would like. I guarantee it.
Full start, offense, number 73, 5-yard penalty.
Right tackled
still
David
down.
Williams. It'll still be 2nd down. But you're right. Howie would like him, as some of the Jets, a lot of people haven't seen what some of them could do.
Well, you know, and you look at a guy like Victor Green, you know, having played with Howie for all those years, knowing what he likes, you don't care how a guy looks, you don't care. All you care is if he comes to play. And Victor Green comes to play hard.
2nd down and 19. Pressure on Foley. The pass tipped off the hands of Kyle Brady, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and long, and another flag down. Back, and this one will go against the Jets.
Boy, it's been an ugly game, hasn't it?
And the weather matches the game. A raw day with some sprinkles.
Holding. Offense, number 73. 10-yard
So David Williams
penalty.
with his 2nd penalty. There you see the rain that's falling.
And watch Williams right here. Number 73 is going to come out working on William Fuller. Fuller goes to the nice slap. Ooh, looks like he got away with a little bit of a head slap. But Fuller underhooked. Williams underhooked Fuller, and that was called.
Still 2nd down, but the Jets need 29 yards for a 1st down. And Foley's pass, trying to extend himself, is Kyle Brady. And another flag is down as Foley gets hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Joe Kelly came clean on a blitz and hit him, and they're going to call him probably for going to the head. Oh, there's another flag. See, when you run out of flags, you throw your hat.
He didn't want to throw his hat with the rain.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 56. Unsportsmanlike conduct on 56. That's another 15-yard penalty.
That's a costly one for the Philadelphia Eagles that had the Jets backed up with a long way to go.
Larry Nemmers is the referee. It's his job to protect the quarterback. Watch the blitz. He comes clean, went to the face. I wouldn't make that call. It looked like Kelly tried to pull off of it at the end. He never even buried him. He's going to go up high. That's probably what he's going to call. But watch how he stopped it. But in Nemmers' opinion, it drew the flag. And then the mistake Kelly makes is to whine about it afterwards. Hey, once that's called, there's nothing you can do about it.
And James Willis, who was scheduled to start but didn't because of a sprained ankle, has come on in. Kelly has gone out. That is a 30 yards marked off in penalties. 2 15-yard penalties, and the Jets will have the ball on the Eagle 15 and a 1st down. Critical series of penalties that time. Richie Anderson, the running back in motion. Foley, and another flag is down, and this is like the 4th straight play. Kyle Brady was the intended receiver, and we'll hear from the referee, Larry Nemmers, once more. And now they've got to separate Keyshawn Johnson from Bobby Taylor.
In a word, pathetic.
And the noise is coming more from the field than from the crowd at this point.
An ugly game. Flags all over the place. You haven't seen crisp football at all. Every time each offense tries to get something going, there's another mistake.
Illegal motion on the offense. Number 22 cut upfield too soon. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
Both coaches yelling out instructions. They said number 22. That'll be Richie Anderson, number 20, I would think.
Yeah.
And the Jets are going to call a timeout with 6:22 to go. It is an ugly game. No question about it. But the Jets lead the Eagles, the team that needs the game today in their playoff hunt. Our Aflac trivia question today. Who are the only 2 rushers to gain 1,000 yards for teams that won only 1 game? And we'll have the answer coming up. Well, Morrell has gained 1,100 yards. That includes his performance today. Jets with a first down and 15 on the 20. Joe Kelly back in the game at middle linebacker for the Eagles. And Morrell this time is snuffed out by William Thomas, the outside linebacker.
You know, just watching in that commercial break, watching the Philadelphia Eagles sideline, you can see that they know this thing is slipping on them. They called timeout. The whole team came to the sideline. Ray Roach met with their defensive group, and then the players themselves, the rest of the players, they were meeting by themselves. You can see them trying to fire themselves up.
Don Griffin come in as an extra defensive back. 5 penalties in this drive. 2nd and 15. The pitch to Morrell. And Morrell is knocked back by Ray Farmer. A good pursuit by Ray Farmer, one of the rookie starters for the Eagles, and a loss of 2 yards.
You know, when you run outside wide on this Eagle defense, you play to their strength because their linebackers can run. They're not real big, like Ray Farmer's only like 225, 220, right around in there. A former strong safety, but he can take off and run. William Thomas, same kind of guy. When you go right at him and you make them have to muscle up and try to have to be a little more physical, they have problems. When you get outside, you play to their strength.
3rd down and 17. Jets are on the Philadelphia 22. He'll come out with 5 wide receivers, and now the Jets will use up their 2nd timeout. They have 1 left with 4:57 to go in the first half.
One of the things that the Jets do well with Richie Anderson is split him out wide as a receiver because his receiving skills are so good.
Jets, following a timeout, are left with 1. Still 3rd down and 17. These kids are going to play the winner of this game in an early NFL playoff game. 3rd down and 17. 5 wide receivers for Foley. And his pass up the middle is caught by Wayne Corbett. Corbett turns the corner and gets about the 10-yard line. And Don Griffin knocking him out of bounds in a gain of 13. So they won't get the first down, but they're in ideal field goal range for Nick Lowry. Nick Lowry today has passed Jan Stenerud by 1 point. Still behind George Blanda for the most career points in the NFL. And Lowry will attempt a 27-yard field goal and a chance to give the Jets a 10-point lead. He's been a solid veteran for many years, of course, most of the years with Kansas City. High snap, and Lowry's kick is good, and the New York Jets, with 4:22 remaining in the first quarter, lead the playoff-hungry Eagles by a score of 10-0. Once again, our Aflac trivia question: who are the only 2 rushers to gain 1,000 yards for 1-win teams? And the answer: Dick Bass for the 1962 Los Angeles Rams and Gale Sayers for the Chicago Bears in 1969. And Adrian Morrell would be the 3rd, but the Jets are leading in this game 10-0.
Yeah,
and may not end up with 1 win.
He hopes he doesn't become an answer in an Aflac trivia question. And because you could see, I mean, just talking to him, there's a lot of pride there. And then there's a lot of pride to win and continue to play. And that's what he wants. That's all he wanted to do. Go out and win.
Rodney Peete, who started the year as quarterback and was injured, and fortunately the Eagles did have a capable backup in Ty Detmer, who's a former Packer. There is Derek Witherspoon back deep along with Mark Say. Don Silvestri will kick off for the Jets, who lead 10-0 in a stunner here on an ugly day weather-wise here at the Meadowlands. And the wind blows the ball off the tee.
You know, it's funny about the weather. When you have an ugly day like this, as a defensive player, I always thought that worked to our advantage. But when you talk to the offensive linemen and stuff, they always felt that it worked to their advantage. The biggest thing, though, with weather like this, you always got the sense that you couldn't get hurt. For some reason, just felt like you could go out there and just play hard because you weren't going to get hurt.
I'm sure if you had a lot of snow, you wouldn't get hurt.
Glad there's not a lot. You can't make rain balls here. Remember last year they made snowballs? They can't make rain balls.
That wasn't a pretty sight. Carl Greenwood is holding. And slipping is Silvestri on the kickoff, and the ball went through about 4 Eagles. Witherspoon picks it up. Derek Witherspoon, who has returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns, brings it out shy of the 40-yard line. That was a 26-yard return.
Watch Silvestri, number 5. Greenwood's going to hold it, but it's not going to make a difference. Watch his plant foot. Plant foot took off, and his body followed. Rule number 1. Oh, you just see what that? Did you see what he did? He did a Peanuts character. He did Lucy. Look at that.
I promise I won't take.
Oh, no. I'm going to hold on. Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah, okay, forget it. I won't.
Every year, she'll never change. First down for the Eagles, and the swing pass to Ricky Waters, who picks up a few extra yards and gets about 4. 23 years ago, his sister vanished, but tomorrow one man could unlock the darkest mystery in Agent Mulder's life. The X-Files, a brand new episode tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on Fox. There is Silvestri, who took a header after slipping on the kickoff. Surprised we haven't seen more of that so far. Eagles on their 41-yard line, and Detmer and the offensive protection just collapsed, and Marvin Washington got to him in a hurry.
Now, I don't know if they're going to make this call because Ricky Waters was in the area.
Flag is down, and Detmer doesn't seem to like it.
Intentional grounding on the quarterback. That's a 10-yard penalty and loss of down.
That's a loss of down and 10 yards, and Detmer can't believe that call.
Well, Ricky Waters, 2 things. Here comes Washington. Okay, the ball is thrown out. Right there is Ricky Waters.
Oh, he's there.
So I don't get that.
It wasn't a good pass to him, but he's there.
Go to the spot of the foul. Since the spot of the foul was more than 10 yards.
He's explaining that they're going to put it back to the spot of the foul. Remember, the rule is to avoid it. If there is nobody there, you have to be beyond that tackle spot, and then the ball has to go at or beyond the line of scrimmage. Or if there's a receiver there and you can get it out, it's no penalty. There was a receiver there, but in Emmer's opinion, he wasn't. So there's the flag.
Eagle penalty yards are catching up to their total yardage in this game. 3rd down and 19. Detmer's pass in and out of the hands of Irving Fryer, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Eagles are playing like they are not in any kind of playoff contention.
They look like they're playing like they're 1-13. I mean, everything that could go wrong for them so far has gone wrong. Irvin Fryer, who's had a big year for them, has a big drop. Regardless, they'd have been short of the 1st down.
Tom Hutton will kick. Wayne Krebeck back deep for the Jets. Very nearly, Douglas got in on him, and a fair catch called for by Krebeck. The Jets, who have capitalized on 2 Eagle turnovers for their scores, will have good field position, and it's been a day of Eagle mistakes.
Oh, look at this one. 8 penalties, all at bad times. 5 drop balls. They've only given up 1 sack, but heck, they lost the fumble interceptions. They've been horrendous today. They're doing everything that Ray Rhodes said they couldn't get done. And you have to go back and wonder why. Remember, I told you I went to practice Wednesday. They practice hard. I mean, that's as good a practice as I've seen. And they come out, and they're beating themselves.
This is a team coming off a 37-10 loss a week ago Thursday at Indy. 1st down on the 41. Moley completes it to Keyshawn Johnson. It'll be a 1st down for the Jets into Eagle territory at the 41. Bobby Taylor and Don Griffin on the play. That was a pickup of 18.
Now, you watch Keyshawn Johnson, and you can see his skills. I mentioned earlier, you'd like to see him go hard in his routes every play. But he's kind of difficult because he's so big and he's kind of lanky. And sometimes you don't get the sense that he's running hard until you watch the ground that's being gained.
3 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown grab for Johnson today.